My IIT 445 assignment 2. Assignment 2 is built based on assignment 1. So first let me explain where I meet all the requirements for assignment 2, then I'm going to just show the thing. So the first thing is, according to the rubric, the first thing is the collision detector to trigger object destructions. So object to object collision. So once an object collides with another object, the object will be removed. So in my scene, in island 2, when this cube collides with the animal fox, the fox will be removed. So the fox has the box collider is triggered, and the cube has the basic collider rigid body, so the player can push the cube and also wrote a script. It has a cube script. So basically, when the cube collides with the fox, it will remove the fox and play the sound, and also play the instantiate the dust particles, and then destroy the object, destroy the fox. The second requirement is the collision detector to trigger object destruction from first-person controller. So same as the cube, the first-person controller also has a script called hunt. Basically the same as the cube script, just different tag. So in the hunt script, it just compare with the hunt is attached to the player object, and then detect which object is collided with. If it's fox, then remove the fox, play the audio sound, and also instantiate the dust particles, also destroy the object, destroy the fox. For the third requirement is a door on the hinge. So in my scene 1, in the exterior, I have 2 doors, like the Western world. So the door 1 has the hinge on the left. The right door 2 has the hinge on the right. As you can see, both the doors has the hinge joint component out of the rigid bodies. So I just twist the minimum values and also the anchor point. For the fourth requirement is first-person control object interactions. For the first-person controller object interactions, I wrote a airplane controller. Basically, I follow a tutorial and then I made some modifications. So once the player collide with, so this airplane controller has this untrigger enter events check when the player collide with the airplane, then set is flying to true, and then set the camera to true as well. So once the player collide with the airplane, the player is able to drive the airplane to the second island, which means like player can drive the airplane from scene 1 to scene 2, and he also can drive back. Because in my teleporter, I will talk about this now. So I have an invincible boss collider. It's big enough to cover the whole island, and it's called teleporter. So the teleporter is attached with a script called teleport. In the teleport script, it has untrigger exit events, which checks when the airplane exit leaves the island, leaves this collider. So once it leaves the collider, then it will check if the active scene is island 1, it will send the player to island 2. If otherwise, on other ways, it will send the player to the island 1. For the tiny particle assigned to prefabs, So in my scene 2, in the animals, I have this fox model I import from Unity assets. Oh yeah, I actually assigned the particle system through the Hunt script. In the particle system, dash particles is a public attributes. So it's here, and also in the cube here. And in my prefab, the particle is called Spark. So I made this particle system and then convert to prefab. So it's in the prefab folder. For the true 3D models, I import, so based on feedbacks I got in assignment 1, which says my house is quite empty. It's very large, but there's like nothing inside. So I add more models to the house. So you can see, and then you can I change the textures and add more furnitures to the house. These are all the 3D models I imported from Unity Asset Store. So they are 3D models. So I'm in this requirement and scene switch mechanism. I also talk about this in the Tileballer script. I will use scene manager to load scenes. And assets folder structures, I basically manage all the assets in day 1 of the project. So yeah, it's pretty organized. And for the game object name and organizing hierarchy, I think I did all this in my scene. So if I just hide all the parts, okay, should be clear. Okay, let's play the scene from scene 1. Yeah. So first is the menu scene. Oh, sorry, one moment. I think it's here. Okay, player. Okay, let's play the scene. So first I press the play button. Then the things, first I'm going to see the hinge. I'm going to jump from here. Oh. Oh, yeah. The hinge works, but it's not like very flexible, but definitely works. Totally works. And that's all the assets here. So all the important 3D models: the printer, the desk, the sofa, the TV. Then I'm going to drive my airplane to Island 2. Just walk to the airplane. Okay, so here's the airplane. I can move left, right, up, down, also make a flip. Then if I go straight, because I want to avoid the player just wandering around with the airplane, so I just make, that's why I make the invisible bounding box. So once the airplane leave this bounding box, the player will teleport to this Island 2. So Island 2 basically looks like this. If the player controller collide with the fox just be removed and the particle system instantiated and the sound displayed. Let's try it again. See, it's removed. And let me push the cube. Use the cube to kill the fox. Oh, that's a restart. Okay, good. Push. Yeah, it's really hard. Oh, yeah, the acceleration. Okay, guys, yeah, I did it. So yeah, that's basically it. I can also drive the airplane back to the scene one. Yeah, so here's the plane. I just go straight and leave the glider, then teleport to, yeah, teleport to the scene one. But I forgot to disable the menu, so that's why it's back to the menu scene. Thanks for watching. That's it.